On Wednesday, and those temperatures in the overnight hours staying in the 20s. Now, you've got something cooking that looks pretty darn good over there, Teresa.
Well, Leslie, I know you like to entertain, and if you're like me, you kind of get into a little rut with your appetizers. Maybe your friends and family see the same old thing coming out. David Ross, our favorite chef, is here with some ideas to get us out of that rut.
Morning.
Good
Yes,
morning.
we'll get out of a rut. We're going to do two appetizers for the holiday buffet table for the adults, and then one appetizer for the kids.
Okay. Looking forward to it. We have no time to spare. Get a pencil and paper and come on back. Good Morning Northwest Sunday continues. Back in the kitchen with David Ross, our favorite chef, I like to say, because I play favorites. But we've got some holiday appetizers that are sure to wow your family, and it's not going to take you a lot of time in the kitchen or a lot of effort, but they're beautiful and delicious.
Right. Not a lot of time and effort, but a little more time and effort than just going to the market and buying one of those prepared plastic trays. And I think it's nice, Teresa, during the holidays, take a little extra time, little extra effort, and do something fancy.
Oh, absolutely.
So let's start with our first one, and this is a classic recipe. It's lock-style salmon with some cream cheese, and all I did was I added lemon juice and lemon zest.
Oh, give it a little zing.
A little zing, a
like
little
that.
citrus flavor, and Teresa, cream cheese is great because you can add all sorts of different things to it. Now the bread, this is cocktail size bread you buy at the deli, and most of us have these little cookie cutters. I used a star shape and a little scalloped edge shape, and you just press down on a piece of bread and you end up with a little star.
Perfect.
So very simple.
So much more festive, too.
It is, and you can do this recipe actually a day ahead of time and refrigerate it. And then I've had this on the show before, and it's just a little cheap plastic injector that I use for cookies and molds, and you just spread a little of the cream cheese on, and that actually is almost like a glue gun.
It is. I
It
hadn't
really
thought of it that
is.
way.
It
Sure.
helps to then, when we take our salmon, the salmon will just kind of hold onto the bread, and then a little more of the cream cheese, just a little bit, and then just a sprig of the fresh dill. And actually dill, fresh dill, has a little flavor and fragrance to it.
Oh,
so that was it.
Beautiful.
That didn't take any time at all.
Okay.
Now our next one's a little more upscale, a little more complicated, and it's a roasted duck breast. This is a mayonnaise that I just added curry powder to. Curry goes really well with the rich flavor of duck. And then we remember, or at least I do, when I was a kid, we had duck à l'orange. We're just going to add a little segment of tangerine. We've got tangerines, satsumas, mandarins in the markets now. And as I told you earlier, I would recommend people actually don't do what I did, which is segment these, which
learn the
takes
hard way.
learn the hard way. Takes a long time. So you can buy them canned or just peel the oranges.
All right.
So we're going to start with a little cracker, and I'm going to put just like the salmon, a little dollop of mayonnaise.
And that's
Teresa,
gonna use-
if you could put a little, hold on to that for
Okay.
me, and I'll put a little duck on there.
All right. Now, did you roast an entire duck?
No, this is actually, that's a great question. This product now for Maple Leaf Farms, they're probably the biggest duck farm. They're in the Midwest in Wisconsin. You can find this at all the local markets, and it's a marinated duck breast, and you just saute it for about 5 minutes and then roast it in the oven for about 20.
Oh, so much easier.
Much
so much
easier.
easier. I like that.
And this is actually old-fashioned just red oak leaf lettuce.
Okay.
And same principle again. The mayonnaise is also flavoring, but also helps kind of bind the appetizer together.
Well, the last thing you want to happen is for one of your guests to have everything spill into their lap when they're holding it. So.
And that's another good point. A little orange segment on top.
Beautiful.
Finger food, and so we don't do things necessarily like chicken wings, although people love them because of the bones. You just want something that's easy, you can pick up, and you can just eat with your fingers.
Nibble on it. And
Nibble on.
Still have a drink in the other
Right?
hand. Okay.
And that one
that's
we
beautiful.
don't do as far in advance because if we do, the mayonnaise will get the cracker a little soggy.
Now, tell me about what kind of crackers are those?
This is actually a cracker bread. You'll find it actually in the bakery section. This is a Swedish product, and you'll find lavash, it's similar to that. There's lots of thin European crackers, and I like those because they are so thin and nice crispy texture.
It doesn't overpower the rest of your
Doesn't
appetizer.
overpower the rest of the other elements.
Okay, and then we have a beautiful vegetable tray.
And this is great. This is for the kids. And again, it's nice to do something a little special because they're going to be at the party too, and they probably won't like duck and curry mayonnaise.
They're going to turn their nose up
They're
at that,
going to turn their nose up at that. They like veggies, and this is just bottled ranch dressing. What's different is, again, it's not a plastic tray. We've taken the time to cut the vegetables. That way we can get them in the shapes and lengths we want and put them on a nice china dish.
And you know they're fresh, and
you
you
know
can put
they're
out your
fresh.
favorites.
You can put out your favorites. And again, it's all, sometimes the pre-made trays, the carrots are little tiny things. So this is a little bigger for the dip. I left the stem on the radish to hold on to. And then this is a tip, Teresa, if you're going to Grandma's, and Grandma says, Teresa, will you bring the veggies? We can do it ahead of time in plastic baggies. Put a slice of lemon in. That'll keep our cauliflower from turning brown. And then we'll just assemble it when we get to Grandma's.
Perfect. Great ideas. I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to
Thank
tasting
you.
these appetizers too at the end of the show. If you'd like to try out David's recipes, just go to KXLY.com, click on Arts and Entertainment, and you'll find the recipes section listed there. You're sure to wow your family and friends. We will taste these delicious appetizers when we come back. Stay with us.
Why don't you hit me with your best?
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah, it does. And then we've got all of these Christmas
I know it.
holiday treats here for entertaining.
Yeah, we've got the one made with the lox and the cream cheese and duck and a curry on this one. So which one would you like, Leslie?
What? Oh, I thought you were asking me.
Well, which one would you like, Rick? I'm
Ladies
sorry.
That's fine. No, that's fine. Ladies, Leslie first.
I think I'm going to try this one.
Try
right
the duck?
here. Yeah.
Okay, I will serve
That
you
looks.
that.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I'm going to go with that too.
All right, Rick's gonna
you know
try the
what
duck
I like?
also.
What I like in an appetizer is
I'm gonna go
something
for
that you
this
can
one.
put in your mouth in one bite, so you don't have to take a bite and then worry about it slopping over. Or
Let's see.
something.
That one's
Let's see you
a
do
little
that one.
big.
Yeah, that one's
they're
a
a
little
little
say,
big
let's
for
see you
that.
do
a little
that.
big. I'm gonna start paring it down a little bit.
Okay,
here.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking
we go.
too. Because I'm going
And
to talk
see-
about some weather picks here in just a sec.
Well, I'm not going to take my bite then because see somebody has to talk while you're.
maybe I better not do that either. Okay, I'll wait just a second. Let's talk about Leslie's weather sketch. Again, if you want the kiddos to send us a picture, we want to see them. In fact, I want to start with some pictures from the Warwick kids. And we've got them just right over to the side of me here. There are some pictures that Mom says they've missed every time. And so we wanted to show them again. They sent another one. And this is from all of the Warwick kids in Oakstell, Washington. And we
like
love
modern
those.
art.
Yes, thanks,
Very
you
cool.
guys. And then I've got some more right over here. And these ones from Hannah and from Emma. Here, we'll get those in just a sec. There we go. Hannah and Emma sending these pictures right here. They're gorgeous.
Is that
I'm
a
trying to think.
turkey? What is that? Anyway,
Very
those are nice.
cute.
Those
I
are
love
nice.
Kids are
that.
doing a
But
great job.
if you didn't see your child's picture today, we'll show more next week. And again, send them to Leslie's Weather Sketch right here at 500 West Boone.
Love the duck, by the way.
Appetizers.
Yes,
Very good.
very good.
Killer.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great Sunday.